This is a HeadGum podcast.
We're here to help.
We are back. We have another solo show.
Yep.
We're excited about this.
It's nice when we just get back to the beginning, the roots.
Yes.
You and I hung out, we talked about the idea.
Yeah.
That was not that long ago. And here we are, episode 500.
Without further ado.
Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hey, welcome to We're Here to Help, America's #1 podcast. Don't look it up. Can we get your name, your age, and where you're calling from,
Yeah.
please? Hi.
For sure. Lauren, I'm
Whoa.
21.
Last
St.
name.
Louis.
First last
Let's-
name
let's-
in the history
Let's
of the
not
show.
do our.
Here it is.
Let's cut your last name.
You know,
just
we're
for
gonna
safety.
beep the
for
last
show
name.
liability,
But
Lauren.
by the way,
Guys,
Lauren,
listen. I've been through it. I tried calling your number, and it took me to an emergency line 3 times.
well, this. I don't. A lot of people don't know that this is an emergency
wait,
line.
is that true, Lauren?
It's true, I swear.
So
Yeah.
what happened? You went to an emergency line? Walk us through that.
I called them 2 times. First time, they said hello. Didn't sound like a familiar face, so I hung up.
Okay.
Tried again, and I said, I'm looking for a podcast. And they said, this is something.
It's an
something
emergency.
Wait, hold on, again. I want to hear what she says. Go ahead. What did they say?
That's it. Yeah, they said this is I don't know, something emergency line.
And then what happened?
And then I emailed, and I said help, and then I tried again, and it worked.
Interesting.
Quite a run you've been on there.
And so you decided to say your last name. Why?
It's an emergency.
Well, I
It's an
don't know. I
emergency.
feel like I'm being interrogated. Yeah.
Well, Lauren, the bar is set high for this call
Agreed.
to be an
Great start.
emergency.
Great
So, Lauren, what is your age again, and where are you calling from?
21 years old.
Okay, 21. I'm from St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Is that
Hell
Missouri?
of an arch. Yeah, it's Missouri, buddy.
Well, there's
I'll be
two.
out
There's
there.
also St. Louis.
It's dog shit. We only talk about the one we like, St. Louis, Missouri.
Lauren, please tell me, which one are you
Please
from?
be Missouri.
What is which other one? St.
Exactly.
Louis what?
That's
Saint-
the attitude.
St. Louis.
Obispo?
Is there only one?
No, I think there's one.
No, I knew that.
There might
too.
be a second.
I think there might be a
You
second.
drive through this country enough, you'll be
You're gonna
like,
see
oh,
another
wow,
St. Louis.
there's a second Chicago.
St. Louis, Maine.
Yeah, sure. Nobody look it
Don't
up.
look it up.
The key to this show,
Don't look it up.
don't look it
By
up.
the way, that part of your
Okay,
catchphrase I'll
perfect.
take for this show.
Thank you.
It could just be, don't look it up. And I'll tell you, number one
What's
podcast,
the note?
don't look it up. I like that as a shirt. Because
Uh-huh.
all of our advice,
Oh.
all of our facts,
Okay.
don't look it up.
Jake, I like it being yes.
We're here to help. Don't
Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
Lauren, what's the problem?
Yeah.
Lauren from the main St. Louis, because there are 2 others. Don't look it up.
There's like 15 don't look it up.
There's a lot of them. What can we do for you? What's going on?
All right. Listen. So, like
This-
I said, I'm
wow.
21.
I
I'm
like
an
Lauren,
intern.
An intern.
I'm at a radio station.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I interned at SNL, not to brag. Don't look it up.
Is that
Look
right?
it up. I did, though.
Look it up.
Look it up.
You did.
I'll-
when I was
I'll be doing
21.
that.
Yeah, I
when you were
interned there.
21, so before Jake Johnson was Jake Johnson.
Stop it.
Before
the Garf was the Garf.
Garf's still Garf.
So's Jake. Jake and Garf are sadly still Jake and Garf.
It's
This
so
isn't
sad.
about us.
No, it's not. It's about you, Lauren,
You're
in the main
intern.
St. Louis.
We're not the interns.
Intern
You're
at a
the
radio station. You can say the call letters if you like.
Uh-huh.
If not, keep going.
Dude, I'll say them.
What is it?
Well, if I know them,
Wow.
90.7.
90.7.
Doesn't matter.
Playing the hit.
90.7, it doesn't matter. Just playing
Well,
the hits.
listen.
Drive time,
Because
traffic,
it's an-
9 to 11.
90.7.
It is
Kirby
Don't
and the
look it up.
peach tree in the morning. Don't look it up.
I'm going to get fired.
Of
All right,
course.
we'll beep 90.7.
It's an NPR member.
Okay.
Lauren, what the hell's happening? You're letting us derail everything. We're
Yeah.
ruining the call.
How dare you let us ruin this?
You're doing great. We're doing shitty. Don't look it up.
All right, so tell us the problem. We'll look it up.
Okay, so it was like weekend to the job. It's a very good environment here. They're passing around happy birthday cards are the only ones I've seen passed around. So I get this beautiful, colorful card at my desk while I'm working,
Oh.
and I am very deep in work on my Adderall, and so I write, "Have a great day!" ! Happy birthday! Smiley face. Turns out I get a message later on. The woman sent a photo of her crying. "Thank you so much. I would fight a bear for you all." So I asked my editor, what was that card that got passed around earlier? this woman's sister died.
Oh, Lauren.
Shit, Lauren.
Lauren.
Happy.
You wrote,
so
a woman's sister died, and you wrote,
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Smiley face.
Smiley face.
Oh, Lauren.
All right, keep going.
It makes sense that you don't know the call letters to the radio station. That
And
pairs well.
unfortunately, you are.
Can you imagine?
You're one of us.
Can you imagine?
Oh.
Someone
From a 21-year-old kid.
have a great day. Just
Okay.
all these ones.
Smiley
Condolences,
face, too.
Teresa.
Yeah. All right,
So sorry. Have a great day.
So, Lauren, walk us through it. So you say have a great day. What happens after that?
Well, so I don't know if you're familiar with Slack. It's like a
No.
messaging corporate app that everyone
Are
uses
you,
to talk
Gareth?
to each
Yeah.
other on.
Oh. What
Yep.
corporate are
Yeah, so
you
anyway.
fucking messaging with?
Hey, listen, I'm a gigger. You know me. I'm lily padded. I'm from job to job. I'm in there.
You weird.
Yeah, Slack.
You're a
it's-
man of
it's-
mystery.
you know I'm a stranger. Look,
Yeah, yeah.
First of all, so are you.
Agreed.
And you know if you
I wish I was on Slack.
yeah, Jake's gonna download Slack, but Jake needs to. We could do one here. We're co-workers. This is as close as it gets
Yeah,
for
yeah.
us.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so on
I'll just
Slack,
add you
We
guys
could also
in
create a
my
website
Slack.
on Squarespace.
yeah, oh God, we love them.
Could also get rid of all these unneeded ads on fucking Rocket Money.
Hey, well, hold on a second, Jake. Now you're taking a bite of my pie.
Hold on, I'm getting a cough. I should contact Sock Doc.
There we go. Good job.
All right, I'm sorry, Lauren.
Okay, so all right,
Doc.
so keep going.
Sock Doc.
So you're
Slack.
slacking it up.
So it's a photo of this woman crying. And the
Okay.
message says, I would fight a bear for you all. Thank you so much. I've been crying all week, basically. Thank you.
What's with the fight a bear? I don't
Nothing
get it.
further.
Wow.
I don't, the woman works on a different floor than me. I haven't had any interactions with her, but it's just the fact that the card physically got passed around and everyone else in the office must have seen that message. It's
Yes.
really
Yeah,
damaging
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yes.
But her response was, her way of saying thank you after the passing
Thanks
of
to
her sister was,
everyone.
I would fight a bear for you all.
Yeah, she feels
Yeah.
so supported that she would go into the
Right.
woods.
I don't
and-
think you're in a bad zone.
It's well.
Okay.
So Lauren, your problem is that you feel like people are like, "Hey, you're a fucking funeral psycho." Like you see that
Or
someone.
just like really stupid. Like
Yeah, right.
what's wrong with this stupid intern?
So yeah, I get that.
So I do too. So what is the it's an interesting setup. I wouldn't kill yourself too hard over this one. She did respond with fight a bear, but what is the question?
The question is, should I ask her about it? Should I
God, no.
confront her? She's cool. Listen, she has pink hair.
Ooh.
Cool.
She would fight a bear.
By the way, I love that. She's cool. She has pink hair.
you don't
She's
understand.
cool.
Right.
She's got pink hair. She's
She's
fighting
cool.
bears. She's a different floor.
Yeah, she's cool. So the question is what? What should you do now?
The question is, should I talk to her? Should I clear my name? Do I need to clear my name? What's my next step?
So when you say clear your name, Lauren, what do you pitch and what would you do? How would you clear your name?
I'm probably going to go for a jokey pitch,
Let's hear it.
Say, maybe at the next happy hour, I'll say, guys, I don't know, that sympathy card that got passed around a couple weeks ago, I accidentally wrote happy birthday on it. Do you guys think I should go to a psychiatrist? And, hopefully they'll laugh.
Hold on. I don't hate it. I was
I
setting
don't
you
hate
up
it
to
either.
fail.
I
but
just
I don't
forgot
hate
about
it.
the happy birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, this sympathy.
Yeah.
It does add a layer of total disconnect.
Yes.
That
Lauren, what else would you pitch here?
happy birthday, have a great day.
Because one thing is you go at happy hour, you're pitching to bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
What else are you thinking? What's cooking in between those ears of yours? Because I think you got gold in between those ears.
Okay, thank you. That's great to hear.
Don't look it up.
So it's there's cubicles all around me. I'm thinking the next time one's passed around,
Yeah.
maybe I can say, you guys, here, I'll do this. Do you guys read the other messages that people write?
You would
Maybe
write that in the note card.
Right.
That's,
No.
But hold on, that's a funny thing to write.
Is anyone
You're-
reading this?
Yeah, you're
Lauren,
creating a thing where you're sending messages to your coworkers in the card.
help, Lauren.
Yeah, I'm a little bit embarrassed about my last one for whoever's reading this. Lauren.
Still underwater from my last one.
What were you going to say? What were you thinking?
Me?
Yeah, Lauren, you said they get passed around. Does anybody read these things?
right.
And then I interrupted.
I was going to say, next time it's passed around, I'll say to the guy next to me, do you read what the other people say? But the guy next to me is like 50. I just don't know if
I've got an
been
idea.
approaching
Does he
this
have pink
wrong.
hair? Is he cool?
Okay.
Go ahead, Garth.
So
No, he's not even pink haired.
So he's not cool.
Leave him be. Jesus
And
Christ.
he's so
What has he
old.
got?
He's 50.
Brown?
Yeah.
Gray? Gross.
Yeah.
I have a bit with my niece and nephew where every year for their birthdays, I buy a card from the wrong section.
That's fun.
Like, so it'll be like, like on your anniversary. And then I'll cross out and go happy birthday.
Fun.
And then inside the card, I'll go, there was a mix up. I don't know what happened. Anyway, happy birthday. So I've been doing that their whole lives. It might be funny for you. I like your happy hour
Me
thing.
too.
And you could pair that with now, because of that, you have a card bit, which is whatever the occasion is, you write the wrong thing in there. And so if it's like, let's say it's like it is a congratulations. In there, you could write, so sorry for your loss, Lauren.
Yeah. Agreed.
You could keep that bit going. And I think
We like
with
to
the
refer
context,
to this as ABW.
Go.
Always be wrong.
Yes. And that paired with your happy hour
Yeah,
context
it's fun.
could be interesting.
So right now, Lauren, you got bring it up at a happy hour so everybody can playfully tease you. If you listen to this show, you know a big part of what we like to do comedically is mess with each other and our guests and the callers. And the only way you can be somebody who messes with people is if you allow yourself to be the one who get messed with. You can't just give it and not take it.
Yep.
So you're saying, Lauren, I'm going to be the butt of the jokes on this one, and I like it.
I'm down. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, good, because I'm down for that. But
So,
listen,
but
I
that's
think we really need to.
one of my
yeah.
favorite types of people, and one of the things I like the most is when, if you care about somebody, you know how to tease them, right?
Yep.
And
Yes.
so what you're saying is, hey guys, I screwed up. You guys can tease me.
Yep.
Now it will create an environment of fun. So you could do the one. Two, Garf's ABW, always be wrong, is also fun, right? So what are you thinking, Lauren? What do you want to do here?
Well, I am always up for creating an environment of fun, but I just am worried that I'm overstepping. I mean, I'm just a stupid little intern. I don't even think they want me to have a personality, but I could lean in, you know?
Lauren, we both know you don't believe that. You even said that in a sing-songy way.
No.
You're like,
I don't
I'm just a stupid little intern with cool pink hair.
I think the other thing.
What color's your hair, Lauren? I'm sorry.
It's brown.
Get it
It's boring
pink.
brown.
Get it pink.
Be
Let's
cool.
go. What are we doing? I think personality is probably helpful, like to getting hired for, if it's not this job, another job. I think it's okay to have a little running bit.
Of course it is.
I think it's okay. I don't think somebody's going to see that and be like, what an asshole.
Yeah. Well, and
And if they are, they're an
right,
asshole.
And also, who
their hair's
cares?
probably brown.
Yeah. Well, Lauren's hair's brown.
Yeah, right.
Well, but
Lauren,
she's changing it. That's part of the
Not
advice too.
Lauren,
Paired into my pitch is that she's dyeing her hair pink.
so here's where we're coming at. You bring it up at the bar, you have a cocktail, you let it rip, you see what happens. You'll feel the vibe if all of a sudden the vibe from the table is very clearly, she's just a little intern, then let it go.
Yep.
When I was just a little intern at SNL, I didn't make any jokes.
No.
You want to know why? Nobody wanted them from me. I did have a moment, really quick intern story.
Yeah.
I used to wear a white T-shirt and like a mesh kind of hat like that. And it was right around the era of Johnny Knoxville Jackass started.
Yep.
But I did not have cable.
Okay.
And it was pre-internet, so I didn't know who they were talking about. I didn't know what Jackass was. I was bringing coffee and like scripts to the great Tina Fey, Jimmy Fallon. It was his first year of hosting the Weekend Update.
Wow.
And they said like, hey, cute little intern boy with no pink hair, you nerd with brown hair, bring this to that room. So I was like, Tina Fey, Jimmy Fallon, and a few writers. And I was very excited. And my thought was I was going to walk in and they were going to go like, hey, you, I can tell you're going to be a big star in this game. Want to do bits with us and write? And I was going to be like, who, me? That's my dream. And I was thinking like, it could happen. I get my bits ready, right? Be ready. I'm going to go in the big room with the big players. And I was nervous, but geeking myself up. And I walked in and Fallon goes, hey, jackass. And they all laughed. And I thought he meant like,
You're
hey,
a jackass.
you're a jackass. And I went like, it threw me so bad that I went like, walked in, put the things down, left. Kept it to myself for a while. Didn't even tell my buddies who I was interns with. Like real good, like actual friends.
Real pain.
Didn't tell anybody.
Real pain.
Then later, and I'm talking weeks later, maybe even months, I saw something about Jackass and I was like, Jackass? And I looked at how
That's my
Knoxville was
game.
dressed, and I was like, oh, I look just like him.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, good bit.
So now you're like, I've got to come back.
Yeah, I was like, remember when I used to intern
Yeah, but
there?
I won't jump into a pool of eels.
Yes.
What?
So I'm going for the bring it up, have fun at the bar, always be wrong, or pink hair. Those are our three. What are you going to do, Lauren?
Well, I'm going to hopefully go for bar first, but my concern here is what if the next card that's passed around is sympathy? I'm going to be really careful and thoughtful, but I mean, what if her brother died or
You
something?
can't do sympathy bit. That's the off limits.
Oh, no,
to
no.
this.
Which is?
Well, you can't if there's another sympathy, you can't
Yeah,
be the
yeah,
person
yeah,
who
yeah.
writes happy birthday, have a great day.
I agree.
again.
Don't double down on the next passing.
Your bit can be done for the
Okay.
revelry.
Yeah, you
but
know what?
not for the
I'm
sympathy.
100% going in to bring it up at the bar around friendly people
Yes.
and let them tease you a little bit.
I agree.
Lauren,
Own it. Yep.
we appreciate you, and as always, playing the hits on 90.7 in St. Louis, Missouri.
90.7 St. Louis, Missouri. Don't look it up in the mornings.
We're willing to fight a bear for you. Next up, Leonard Sheanard.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you so much. Good to hear you guys.
Bye.
Have a
See you,
good one. Bye.
Today's episode is sponsored by Booking.com, aka Booking.yeah.
That's right, Jake. Listen, as you know, I'm on the road currently in a hotel currently that I booked on Booking.com previously.
And you told us that
I don't-
off air.
Nope. I don't want to get into that too much. I just want to say
Okay, sorry.
how great. But no, go ahead. I mean, well, okay.
That you said it's
Sure.
pretty funny. So the stand-up places book most of your nights, but on a
Yes.
layover night when you don't have the club booking it, you needed to book your own space. And you said, I used Booking.com and it was so easy.
Well,
And we said, well, this is the goddamn commercial, Garth.
No, you also pointed out that I have a room with 2 beds because when I pay for it, Luke, who's my opener, he and I share a room because, you know, you try to save money on the road, which is why I use Booking.com. And another thing that's great about Booking.com is this situation without the 2 beds that I booked on Booking.com becomes a lot more Three Stooges-esque if it's 1 bed. So I get the 2 beds. They make it easy on you. You know what you're going to get when you show up. You're very familiar. It doesn't matter if you're looking for a remote mountain cabin or a relaxing beach resort or a hotel that you share with a guy you met in college. There's a multitude of choices you can get at Booking.com.
I agree. And I was just told when my kids' spring break is, and my wife said, we have nothing planned if you want to plan something. And I thought, oh, I didn't realize this is going to be on the old Jakester, and I'm going to go to booking.com.
And
to
in
see
your
if I
head,
could
when you
figure out a weird 4 days to keep everybody busy so the kids don't drive me nuts. So save me.
There we go. So this spring, check out Booking.com for your ideal hotel or vacation home. No matter where you go in the U.S., book whoever you want to be on Booking.com. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. What's your first name, please?
You're on the show, by the way, Jake.
My name's Hannah.
I am.
You said Hannah?
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Yes,
Hannah.
Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. My name is Jake.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? Hey,
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, Hannah, where do you live? Not like your address. I'm not getting
Jesus
weird. Just like
Christ.
maybe just the city and state.
I'm living in New York,
The city?
the city.
Hannah, it's called the Big Apple because of all the great apples. Can we get your age roughly?
I'm 27.
27.
Oh, you're just a kid.
In New
You
York
just started.
City, 27. Come on.
Are you living the Carrie Bradshaw dream?
Yeah. Are you ever spinning in Times Square alone with shopping bags in your hands?
Hannah, what's the problema?
So, I'm getting married in June,
Congratulations.
and I found this app.
Okay.
Thanks. I found this app that is kind of like a
A what?
sports betting app,
Oh.
but for an app,
Okay,
like on your iPhone.
gotcha.
That's like a betting app for things that go on in the wedding.
Oh, this is fun.
wow.
And
Let's
I-
give a hold on. Let's give a plug. What is that plug? Because I want to use that app.
What is the app called?
It's called Betting on the Wedding.
Oh my God, is that the
Great.
funniest idea ever? Okay.
That is great.
I say this. I used to work weddings. I was a caterer at weddings, so I've worked over 300 weddings.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Oh, wow.
They're
I
all
was
the
on
same.
a show called The Real Wedding
All right, I
Crashers.
feel
It
like-
tanked.
Yeah, well, you also beat me for that job.
Well, you didn't miss anything.
While I was
think
literally
career-wise-
catering.
I think career-wise it worked out a little better for you.
No, I think we're both doing great, Garth. I'm not making a joke.
No, I know.
Are you unhappy with where you are?
Not very happy. Very
you should
lucky.
be. You're
Yeah.
very successful.
Stop it.
I-
Hannah.
I wouldn't wear that vest, but you're very successful.
All right, Hannah. So keep going. Where's the problem? Everything sounds great.
Yeah, no, I just need help coming up with some ideas for things that happen at weddings
Okay, all right,
Okay.
Hannah,
that people
Hannah,
can bet on.
Hannah, let me
Interesting.
just tell you something, and I don't want to put too big of a spotlight on my man here, rule book, but this, considering Jake's experience in weddings, and Jake has what I would call a savant skill as far as coming up with bets. The amount of times that Jake will text me bets or ideas for things that I'm like, how did his head even get here? So I think we're the right people to call
So
for
just
this.
so Hannah, to be
That
clear,
sounds like it.
to be clear to us and the audience, and correct me when I'm wrong, but there's an app called Betting on Weddings, and you can bet on things
Betting on the wedding.
betting on the wedding, and you could bet on things that are going to happen. And you're wondering for your wedding, what can you bet on, or what do you expect to have happen, or what are good, clear bets? Just so I'm 100% sure what we're
That's
what
exactly
we're doing.
it.
Okay. And so you're thinking of betting on your own wedding?
I want to have things that the guests can bet on.
So you
Fun.
you set up the
Fun.
You
I didn't
set
know that.
up what you think the things will be in the app for the guests, correct?
Correct.
Now I get it.
Amazing.
Okay.
Like the over-under.
Oh yeah.
each
Okay, so the
time.
first thing, the over/under for sure,
Absolutely.
is the bridesmaid. Her speech, she cries.
Yep.
Okay.
So who is gonna make your speech?
So I have two sisters that are like co-matrons of
Okay,
honor.
so the sister's speech, when they get up there, within the first minute and a half, the first bet is, do one of your sisters cries or gets choked up in their speech? Of the 300 weddings I worked, I would say 80% of the speeches for the brides, at one point they said, and when I met Sarah, I just love you. I love you, girl.
great.
And then the bride has to go like off mic, I love you too. Right? It's always the same. There's always the sentiment in the air. So the first one is crying during her speech. The second one is a medium funny speech from the guy that the audience acts as if it's really funny. Because it's the whole idea of like, but it's this whole world right now of like, on Instagram, it's like, she thinks he's cheating, and what are the boys doing? It's not funny stuff. It's like this idea of boys will be boys and they're such legends. The guy gets up there.
Right.
His fucking confidence of being funny is shocking compared to the stuff that comes out of his mouth, and his response is as if Chappelle's making doing that speech. So a medium funny speech from him that gets a laugh within 30 seconds, and that laugh is bigger than anything any female has done for the whole day.
I love it. I think great. I'm going to run you through a litany of ones that I just wrote down. Okay.
Okay.
How about let's set an over-under on your vow time. Vows, I would guess, what would you say vows are approximately with your experience? I would guess they're about 45 seconds to a minute.
Yes, well, I would say mostly the females is a little bit longer. I would say the female vows are anywhere between a minute and a half.
So
and under for hers would be a minute and a half.
Why don't we set yours at 90 seconds, and then I think you could also add on to that, maybe a parlay, that you get teared up.
Yeah,
that you or the groom well up during the vows.
The bride keeps it more together than the groom in this moment.
Great.
But what I will say, during your vows, the over-under could be if there's an audible "aw" from the audience. Because the female vows, when they say something of as soft as, you are my person, some aunt, mom, sister at a really pedestrian line goes, or when you even at 27 go, I didn't know if I would ever find anyone.
I think for that one,
you'll find one later.
I think for that one,
68.
Make sure to be clear that it is like parents of the bride and groom do an audible awe, because otherwise people could bet on that and then influence it by awing themselves.
Agreed.
Also,
true.
how about the kiss when it's time to kiss the bride? Does the mouth open at all?
Yeah.
I think a bet on, is there any mouth opening, or is it more of just a peck?
Okay.
Also, does someone dip someone? Something like
yes,
that?
Or it's also during that kiss, this is an if. If it goes longer than 2 seconds, do people cheer?
Yes, good.
Because people love to, when that kiss gets a little bit heated, to go like, yeah, woo!
Or that could be it too. Does a man over 200 pounds shout, yeah?
Let's make it cleaner. A man over 185.
All right. A man over $185 shouts yeah or woo during the kiss.
When the couple does their first dance, is it one of those really dorky planned ones?
Oh, yeah.
Where they go like, please welcome to the stage for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. blah, blah, blah. And you guys come out to like the Bulls music.
Yeah, right.
Where it's like, boom. Where you're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Then on that first song where it starts off as like, Joe Cocker's like, you are so beautiful. Then the record scratches and it goes like, jump around.
Yeah.
And you two geeks are doing a choreographed jump around.
What's so great about this too, Hannah, is that you're in charge of whether or not these things happen. So the fact that you're setting some of these things up, you can kind of Easter egg it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that should totally be one.
But
is there a twist during the first dance?
Yes, but I would see if this app does it. But some of them, rather than creating over-unders because you are controlling it and so are the people, I wonder if the app does a thing and it's based off betting. Like in certain casinos, how many people bet on one thing changes the odds a little bit.
Right.
Anyhow,
that's
for the app.
Okay.
That's for the app.
Here's some more, which we're definitely going to be working with after this call.
I'll wear a shirt right now.
I've already got one on under the vest.
But betting on the wedding? How about betting on the anything?
Yes. Oh God, it really. Our wheels are turning. How about does the rose girl or the rose child, do they make it all the way down without assistance from an adult?
Great.
A lot of times it seems like they get out there and all the preparation is sort of faded.
You can make it also simple. Does the flower girl? It's not rose girl.
Stop.
Does the
single? I've never been married.
Does the flower girl get distracted?
Yes. Is there a yes?
Or
great.
is it singularly focused?
Yes.
Now the other one, who's marrying you? Is it a priest? Is it a rabbi? Is it a random?
I was gonna say her fiance, you idiot.
A priest.
We'll be right back.
Cut that.
A priest. Yeah.
A priest.
Okay.
Does the priest get a laugh?
Oh, good.
Because some of them squeeze
That's a
laughs
good
and
one.
some don't. Does the priest get a laugh is important. Now, here's another one for the food. Is it buffet style or is it served?
Hello.
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Served.
He's not asking me.
So it's the the people you sit down at the table and it comes to you, correct?
Chicken or fish.
Yes, correct.
So what are going to be your options? Do you know? Is it going to be one thing or are you going to give people an option?
I think we're giving people options ahead.
So then the odds are what is the most popular?
Oh,
because
great.
we used to do buffet style, and part of the fun of working there, because we would do 2 a night, was I'd find a worker and we would do over-unders on what tray was emptied first.
Great.
So if they had steak and I had chicken, I would go like, with this gross kind of brown sauce, I think you're going to win. And they would go, steak's not as healthy. And then you would watch and one tray would empty and people would come back.
That's great.
So betting on what is the hit of dinner.
Yep. The most served dish.
Yes.
Yep. Great. Love that. During the ceremony, does a kid cry? Does a kid like scream and start having a little conniption, something like that? Another one, someone blacks out. Someone gets so drunk that they black out.
I'm going to go even earlier on that because how could you tell?
Well, someone is embarrassingly intoxicated.
So let's go. Okay, I would say yes to embarrassingly intoxicated, but I'm going to even go before that. I'm going to go on the dance floor before or after midnight. You set a time. Does one of the guys take off his tie and put it around his head like a headband?
gee, it really is.
Because there's always the legend who unbuttons their shirt too far and then does that. And that is like the crazy guy in your group of friends. Like, oh my God, would you look at Chad literally dancing with my grandma?
It's great.
Right?
It's great.
And so will that happen? And if so, how soon? Because that has a lot to do with how much Chad drinks. 2, another thing on the dance floor is will a woman wear a man's sports jacket who is not her boyfriend? Here's why I say it. Because that's the beginning of part of these weddings. There's the moment, and I've seen 300 of them. And if it's the animal kingdom, which let's be honest, we're always watching each other like it's a fucking chimp tribe, is I would go, now all the singles are looking to fuck. The marrieds are gone. They're slowing down. The couples who have a kid are like, oh my God, this is the first time we've had a date. They're slow dancing. It's annoying everybody, right? Then you've got the older people start to fade. Does one of the grandparents dance and everybody laughs?
Yep.
Because there's a moment when like grandma or grandpa dances to Drake and everybody cracks up like it's amazing. Yeah. It's not amazing. No. It happens at 80% of weddings.
Okay.
But then there's a moment where things start to fade. And the singles, a.k.a. the vampires, come out to suck some blood.
I've been there.
And one of the moves...
It's time for cleanup.
It's time for cleanup for both genders.
Yes.
And one of the moves that the women will throw out to say, I'm looking, is they will put a man's sports jacket on the dance floor after dancing. And even if it's not that guy she wants... She's letting people know I'm okay to wear your button down tomorrow morning when I get my morning coffee.
May as well be a varsity letter jacket.
Exactly right. So one of that is, will a woman wear a man's sports jacket who she is not with post dancing while she gets a drink or like smokes a cigarette outside?
To that one, how about members of the bridal and groom party or some version of that hook up?
Yes. So I'm going to say this.
Okay.
We've given you a lot.
Oh, wait, let me run you through a couple more.
Yeah.
Okay. Who catches the bouquet?
Yes.
Will at the cake cutting there be a face smush? Will someone smush cake into the other one's face?
Great.
And can't even read that one. Got real excited.
Will somebody show up in like a new vest because we're on YouTube now?
But also a podcast, so that question might be lost on a lot of people.
It doesn't add up. Okay, so Hannah, that last one doesn't make sense. That was actually more for this, and that would be 100% once Gareth sees our Stavi episode got 20,000 views, so then he went to JCPenney and got a whole new outfit.
JCPenney is closed. It's always Kohl's. That would be your other
Kohl's. We literally had
Kohl's.
One YouTube video that does well. The next day, Gareth
Hannah,
goes
what
shopping.
Do you think of those? Hannah, what do you think of those ideas? By the way, I'm going to start wearing suits. If we get to 50,000 views per,
so if one of them,
I'm going to dress like the Monopoly man.
Everybody, we're going to make a little claim. If one of our YouTube videos gets to 50,000, which eventually it will, it's all built.
Some are close,
but if the first one that gets to it, the next episode while we record, Gareth will do this entire day in a full suit.
Yeah, or I'll wear that outfit. That'll be the only outfit I wear. That'll be like my podcast outfit, whichever gets to 50K.
Okay, so now, Hannah, we've given you a lot of options. We can send this recording to you so you can look back at it. Where do you think you're at? Have we helped? Are you going to use any of these? Out of hearing these, which ones do you think that you liked?
Yeah, I'm loving these. I love the crying kid idea. I've got a lot of nieces and nephews, so I think that's a good one.
That's a home run.
The sports jacket, not one I would have thought of. That's a good one.
Sports jacket, okay.
Oh, yeah. I think they were all really good. There were a lot of good ones in there.
Okay, what about a hookup? We're just going to go over some big, easy ones.
Hookup from the bridal groom party.
You like something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
a lot of them are married to each other.
Okay.
It's like my siblings and in-laws.
Okay.
And that's got to be strangers hookup.
So, yeah, I agree. You don't, a married couple hooking up doesn't count.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and it won't happen.
So, do you want the element? Let's go over the big basics so we get big wins. Who catches the bouquet?
Yeah, that's a great one.
That one matters, right? So who catches it? Let's lock that one in. I think Gareth, does the flower girl get distracted is a lot of fun because everybody can be watching this little kid and that little kid will not know about this Betty nap. And when she starts to turn to see like her dad,
by the way,
people go like, no!
If I'm there, I bet on it and I sit at the aisle and I start jingling keys. How you doing, sweetie?
I think that's a really fun one. And I think the do one of the sisters cry is a fun one.
Yep. I also think which does better, chicken, fish, something like that.
And so, Hannah,
okay, yeah, that's fun.
Hannah, have we helped here today?
Oh, you've helped a lot.
Well, then, goddamn, the call's over.
No,
Good luck at your wedding, Hannah. We wish you all the best.
We're throwing rice.
Bye.
We're throwing rice.
We're throwing rice.
Thank you.
Bye.
It's bad for birds.
Hey there, we're here to help the podcast now as a Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/here-to-help-pod, where we're going to have unreleased calls, ad-free episodes, other special features,
bunch
of extras. So if you like the show, you want more of the show, go to patreon.com/here-to-help-pod.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, welcome back to We're Here to Help for probably your second call. We know it's a follow-up, but that's all we know. We don't know who you are or what you called about the first time. So why don't you do that, and then you can update us.
Okay. My name is Jamie, and I have the husband that has the interesting morning routine of stretching naked.
We think about you. We know who you are.
You a lot.
We've talked about you in like interviews on other shows.
And we've used this as an example a lot on calls.
And it's how I wake up.
So Jamie, you started living with your husband, and when you did, he does a morning routine where he takes off all his clothes and he stretches by the bed, and you're seeing things that you don't want to see.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
And your question was, what do I do now? We talked about maybe putting a little like barrier up. This was the beginning, I think, of Fire with Fire. I don't think we pitched divorce, which was you stretch in front of him.
Yep. Show him.
You show him what he's showing you. And so walk us through what you did and where you're at and what our final advice was and all the good stuff.
Okay, well, it kind of backfired.
Shit.
So I took the advice I was going to throw underwear at him. And
that's right.
That kind of clued him in. But I ended up letting him listen to the episode in hopes that he'd be like, oh man, like that is weird. But it actually turned out that he was like, these guys think it's fine, and they think your dad's weird because he wears a T-shirt in the pool.
I forgot about Dad.
Dad, listen.
I forgot about Dad in the pool. And he's like, you come from a family of weirdos. I'm the only normal one.
Yes.
By the way, when he listens to this to your husband, what's up, man? You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Jay.
Whatever I say to Jamie, that was a lie. I'm with you. Keep stretching that weird butt in front of her.
Oh my God.
Let them balls hang.
We need a butt T-shirt.
All right, so keep going, Jamie.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say I actually have my husband here with me.
Oh, my Lord. Sir, hello.
To defend himself.
Please, have him hop on.
But before I pass it over, I wanted to make sure you guys are still on my side, right?
I am definitely on your side. Yes.
I got to tell you, Jamie, I go which way the wind blows. I am on your side.
I'm on your side. I'm on your side.
Okay.
Okay. I'm passing you over. His name's Jordan. Here he is.
Right. Jordan.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's up, Jordan? First of all, congrats.
Thanks. So, man, I feel like I am, I'm a working man. I got an 8 to 5. I learned a long time ago, in order for me to get a workout in, to run or to lift, whatever it is, I got to do it in the morning. Because when I get home from work, I'm not going to want to do it. And so,
respect.
Like, I feel like I'm being efficient. You know what I mean? After I get done with my workout, I take off my clothes, go shower, and as I'm getting out, brushing my teeth, doing my thing, I'm being efficient. I'm taking advantage of my time, 2 birds with 1 stone. And I feel like if Elon Musk would do something like this, he's a genius, but for me to do it, being efficient, I feel like I'm weird. I'm crazy. What's going on? Right? Like, I just don't get it. I feel like if anything, she should be thanking me, right? Like I'm rocking a dad bod right now. And I'm a dad bod is, 1/2 step away
Are you even on your side?
Keep going, Jordan. You're on fire. You're on fire. So she should be thanking you for stretching. Keep going.
Yeah, I feel like I'm one half step away from t-shirt at a pool, right? And so like I'm trying to do my
Jordan,
job.
You're fighting for your fucking sex appeal for her.
Exactly.
You're
right?
trying to keep it high and tight for her.
Exactly.
You're stretching those fucking hammies so that she can go, damn, and you can go, my body is your toy, my dear.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Put it back in the box from time to time.
This pyramid is for you to climb.
No, wrong.
Yes.
Jordan, let me ask you this, Jordan, because I fully support the idea that you're trying to be efficient.
And you got to do it in the morning. I agree with that.
Understandable. What's the resistance to putting a little bit of fabric just over the area, the zone?
For Jordan, he's
the
got
naughty
a point.
zone.
Why not wear underpants?
We're talking about
hold
8
on.
seconds.
Gareth, you're totally right. Jordan,
8 seconds.
Everything you said about Elon Musk, the efficiency, all true. Throw some underpants on, no?
But man, so I'm in this routine. I'm 34 years old. I've been doing this for however long. My body is trained. I can do it without thinking. Get out of the shower, start brushing my teeth, and instantly start doing it. I could easily.
Sure.
I could walk, on the other side of the bedroom to the closet and do that. But man, that's just going to throw off my entire day.
And by the way, I'm with you again now. The efficiency.
Jesus, Jake, you are running wind sprints over this call.
The efficiency.
It isn't.
He's 34
Jake,
years old. His body's for her.
He has time.
Okay,
I'm going to tell you.
If Elon Musk did it, he's a genius.
He's putting chips in monkey heads. This is what I would say. Why not 2 pitches and then a rationale?
Okay.
Let's keep the towel on after the shower if you're worried about wasting this 20 seconds that it takes to walk across a room. And I feel like you probably don't live in Buckingham Palace. It's probably easy to go find where your clothes are. Or why not keep the towel on? Or why not bring a pair of boxers in the bathroom and have them folded somewhere where you could just put them on after and you can do your stretches? And here's why. Number 1, marriage about compromise. Someone has shot off a flare in this household and has asked for a little bit of help. And number 2, for your own benefit, you want to preserve the magic. You want her to get excited when she sees your schlong. You want her to be excited when the clothes come off. There's something about, I'm not saying that you should feel inhibited, but there's something to the idea of we're only showing at the car after a washing and a waxing in a good way. And that makes her want to drive the automobile a little
Gareth
bit
is saying you're a hot, sexy hunk. Put on a little burlesque show in the morning with this. Am I wrong, Gareth? Is that kind
No, I think, look, we've got the dad bod. Well, everyone loves it, but let's not show the dad schlong. Let's keep that under wraps a little bit.
Jordan, what's our rebuttal to what Gareth says? Because whatever you say, I'm probably going to jump on the train. So
100%. Jake's going to get dizzy.
How are we fighting this one?
I mean, I think that's not a bad idea to take the underwear and into the bathroom on the front end. But so you dry yourself off with a towel, right? But how dry are you completely? You know what I mean? I feel like I don't know if there's still a little bit of dampness that needs time.
How about this? Here's what I'm going to pitch. You get out of the shower. You dry yourself with the towel, which again, when we're talking about routines, that's a big part of it.
You're forgetting about efficiency, Gareth.
No, I'm not. I'm going to continue. Okay. Brush your teeth, right? Then when your teeth are brushed, you should have dried off. Put on those underwear.
I think you're forgetting he works from 8 to 5, and he's been doing this for a long time.
I remember that. Don't try to out blue collar me. Just why not have a pair of underpants that are for our post shower, our stretch, and then after you've got those on, we can then move into the day pair. So we're talking about a cumulative 45-second addition of time, which I think for your lovely wife, whom you care about, who you love to get naked with,
he's doing this for her,
so that she enjoys this all a little bit more. 45 seconds of time with an underwear swap? Nothing like that. I'm not asking you to be Lady Gaga. You just got a pair of underwear for the stretching, and then you got a pair of underwear for the workday, which we respect. We respect our working class.
Jordan, our rebuttal, please, sir.
Oh, gosh. I mean, that's just taking away. That's adding. So 45 seconds, you multiply that by 7.
Jordan.
Wait, hold on, Gareth. Let us do our rebuttal. You
I mean,
multiply
the
that by
amount of
50
time that
years,
he's spending on this call, we could have had 15 underwear ads.
So Jordan, what's our rebuttal to that? You're talking about 45 seconds times 30 years. There's a life that's been lost in the putting on fake underpants.
Stop it.
It's just like we're just throwing time down the drain.
Exactly.
If we're adding some of those things.
Exactly.
I don't know.
You love her.
but
You love her. Hold on. I think you love your wife.
Before.
I think you love your wife too much to waste all that time.
Exactly.
It's insane.
Because that's time that could be spent holding each other's hands, having a bottle of white wine together on some picnic, but instead,
But she's
you're
not going to want to
wasting it
go
putting
on that
Gareth
picnic
panties
because
on.
she's seen the inside of your sphincter. Jordan, for the love of God, I think we're just talking about there are certain spots that are only meant for the doctors, and you can't be walking around, peeling backstage curtains to a show that she wants to watch when she's ready to watch it. I think, again, and I'm going to say it for the last time, I think the move here, you could even make it cutesy, and you could get a pair of specialty underwear made that on the back said, "My stretch pants, darling," and you just put those on for the post-shower stretch while you're drying, while things, again, I think you're a grown man. I could even send you a video on how to dry yourself, but that'll be on OnlyFans. But I just
Patreon.
think add that little time, add that little time, and it preserves the You're talking about a lifelong marriage. You want to get as much out of this show as you possibly can. So I think this a little goes a long way here.
So Jordan, what do you think about a pair of funny underwear for her, a message on the butt, something like "This is for you," or "This is all for you," or whatever it is? What do you think about a funny pair of underpants you're putting on to heighten the romance and the gamemanship of the work you're doing, for her? You're getting your body ready for her. I get it. The reason I do my crunches, I do my squats.
Yeah,
you're
Yes.
welcome. You're
Yes.
welcome, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
What do you
way
think
she's
is-
reminded every day of the sacrifice that I'm making. I can get behind that.
And
I can
Jordan,
get behind
listen,
that.
you believe in what you're saying, so we fully support the rationale. And I think you're right. This should buy you a little something. So
You're
this is
welcome.
a negotiating chip.
You're welcome on the back of
It's
a pair
great.
of tidy whities.
It's great.
That you get like a 10-pack of them on Etsy.
Yes.
That every day you work, you put them on, and she's watching you bend over for your
Yes.
butt. It says "You're welcome."
Yes.
Jordan, I gotta say, is a pretty big win for you.
And then the next
I think
time
so,
that you're
too.
debating whether you want burgers or Thai food, you get to you're tipping
Yes.
over the edge for Thai food because of your welcomes.
Now, is this something you're gonna do, Jordan?
I think we can get behind that one. I think so.
Really? Okay, good.
Yeah.
There we go.
Can
I'm
you?
open to that.
Okay, can you throw Jamie back on the phone?
Yeah, I will.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Jordan.
All right. I think
Hey.
I can get behind that too.
So you guys, you're both pretty happy with this solution.
Yes, because he'll be covered. So
And
that was the
Jamie,
main
it's your
point.
job. It's your job now to get him the underpants with the
Yes.
thing on it.
Yes.
He's a
I
man
have
of
to do that.
efficiency.
Yeah, he
He's
doesn't
a
have
man
time
of
for this. He
efficiency.
can't be going on Etsy. This guy's time is money for this guy.
He works from 8 to 5, and then he's got to stretch, and he can barely fucking dry himself.
You
if
are
Elon Musk's
married-
wife wanted him in a pair of underpants, she's buying them.
You are married to Yoga Warren Buffett. Get in line.
So I think the compromise is this: Jordan
we're
will
drunk.
wear the underpants, but you got to bring them to him, and you have to have them in the bathroom. So put a little stack in the bathroom. So when he does it, Jamie,
Jamie, listen, with great.
it's not a
Do I have to
problem
wash
for
them
Jordan.
also?
Well, yes.
Jamie, only the
He doesn't have
underpants.
time.
Jamie, this is your
Time.
part. Do you understand
You're married
the
to
work
Joe
he's
Biden.
doing to his body? He's doing it for you.
Good Lord.
He is creating a sexual fucking
Jamie,
pyramid
when you
for
hear
you to
this
climb
call
on.
back,
He's a
you
jungle
will
gym, goddammit.
see Jake has taken some really bizarre turns on it. And honestly, I'm just going to tell you, we got to the best place possible considering how much Jake was blowing in the wind on this call. So
I think
know
we came to a good ending.
we did. And I think an end is the only place we could come to when we're talking about covering up the ass. But I will say, I think that this is as good as it gets, and we give free advice that is free. But I think on this one, the price tag will be: we want a picture of him in these stretching with the face blurred out,
or just the underpants,
or just the underpants.
Okay.
And then one with him, one with him without. Sorry, I'm pushing.
We'll blur that out. Can you send us a photo of the underpants with you're welcome? You can even put your name on it too. You're welcome, Jamie. However you guys want to decide.
And this is our first time asking for someone to send us a picture of their underpants.
Not the first time you've ever asked that, Gareth.
No,
That's
not the first time I've asked. The first time on air.
Yeah, Gareth is like, that's the 850th time I've asked for a woman to send me a photo of the underpants.
And this will be
with a
the
weird
first time I get the yes. And it's of her husband's.
It's of her husband. Jamie and Jordan, we appreciate your call.
Yeah, good luck. Keep us posted.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for watching us on YouTube. Please
Like and subscribe so you don't miss any of this quality content.
ring.
Here to help. Go ahead.
Cut.
That was a headgum podcast.